Sarah and Vinnie on Alice at 97.3.
Well, it's time for two humongous movies. One of them has a lot of kind of Oscar buzz around it, and we're going to start with that one. It's called American Sniper. It's Bradley Cooper, Sienna Miller, and it's directed by Clint Eastwood. So this movie is the true story of Chris Kyle, the most lethal sniper in U.S. military history, with 160 confirmed kills. So
he's a mass murderer.
Wow.
Allegedly.
So for me, Marcus, at the heart of this film was one thing: the horror of war. So let's focus on that for a second. How does Clint do with that singular focus on that specific subject? How merciless, how hopeless the situation was.
Yeah, he does a good. Clint Eastwood is a great director, and he's gotten better as he's gotten older. So yeah, he does a great job of showing exactly how tough the decisions somebody in his, Chris Kyle's position would have to make. I will say that going into this movie, I expected it to be very long and very slow because Clint Eastwood movies tend to be very long and very deliberate. Not this time. Yeah. He actually picks up the pace, which kind of kept my attention throughout the entire thing. Oh. Really good job at that.
So, we should talk about this just to prepare people. There's a tremendous amount of violence against children in this movie. Was it necessary?
Yeah, I guess it's necessary if you're trying to make a point as to how difficult the decisions a sniper would have to make. If you see a child, a 12 or 13-year-old kid walking towards soldiers with a bomb in his hand and ready to blow people up, what do you do in that situation? You're the sniper. Your job is to protect your troops. This is a 12-year-old, but it's a 12-year-old with a bomb, so...
Or younger. I mean, some of these guys look like... Some of these kids look 10, 9. Is Bradley Cooper a great actor?
Bradley Cooper is a very, very good actor who is capable of delivering phenomenal performances. And he does in this particular film. Listen, he was just nominated for an Oscar, so clearly everybody agrees that he did a great job in this movie. Probably his best performance to date.
Is it? That's what I was going to ask you. Is this his best performance to date?
Yeah, probably.
Was he great in this film?
He was great. Although, what was that movie he did when...
American Hustle.
No, not American Hustle.
Silver Linings Playbook.
No. The other one that I really liked.
Limitless. Oh, I love that
one. He was great in that movie.
He was great in that movie. That was a great movie.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Some of the photography in that movie was outstanding.
Yeah, it was. Yes, really, really good. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
Our last movie that we saw Clint Eastwood direct was J. Edgar.
Terrible.
Is this better than J. Edgar?
Everything is better than J. Edgar.
All right.
That was an awful film. Just awful.
Did it bother you that there's zero mention of politics?
No, man, because I don't think...
Was there room for that in
I
this
don't
movie?
think that's what this movie wasn't about politics.
Like George W.
Nah, it wasn't necessary, and it would just... Listen, this movie's already surrounded by enough controversy. You don't need to go in and create more by adding in the political angle. It's about a guy who is pretty much a kind of a loser, and he decides to join the military. This is his thing. He discovers this is his lot in life, and this is what he's great at. And so he does these 4 tours of duty in Iraq, and he becomes allegedly the greatest sniper in the history of the military.
So throughout the film, we're shown the true evil of the most extreme Muslims in the world. And a lot of critics are saying they showed so many horrible images that shouldn't have been shown. We saw some pretty gnarly stuff. I mean... limbs and faces being ripped. It's crazy.
Yeah, but this is not...
Should they show that?
So this is not for me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily not for you. It really is a phenomenal film.
Yeah, you should see it.
It really is phenomenal.
But
I don't have a problem with him. Listen, these are things that people know that goes on in the Middle East. They know this stuff happens, so I don't have a problem with them kind of showing a little bit of that.
Did you see Saving Private Ryan?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Have you seen any war movies?
Yeah, I guess so, probably.
I'm surprised you haven't seen Saving Private Ryan.
No, I know. I hear it's good. No, I just don't like war movies.
So there's some huge controversy around this guy, Chris Kyle.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So is there anything you want to
listen, this is a motion picture, so they're going to bend the truth a little bit, and they didn't really get into all his personal stuff, but the primary controversy is the film makes him look like a great American hero.
Amazing. The most amazing American hero.
And there's a lot of people who are saying, nope, this dude is a bit of a liar. You know, the Jesse Ventura thing where he lied about having a fist fight with Jesse Ventura, and some of the stuff in the book they find out that wasn't necessarily true. So there's a lot of controversy surrounding him.
Book based on Chris Kyle wrote the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually killed, 2 years now. 2 years ago. Was it February 2013? Yeah, he was murdered.
Well, don't give him. That's a huge plot point.
Dude, it's in the news. It's not like people don't know the dude died.
I mean, we just gave away Avatar.
I didn't know.
We're on a roll here.
It was big news when it happened. Yeah. I mean, I'm not letting.
How did you
anybody
feel
know
at the end of this film?
Yeah. It really is kind of an inspiring story. The way it's told here, it really is inspiring. I mean,
I felt like crap at the end of the movie.
Why?
Because it's so difficult to watch at times. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I already mentioned this, but the violence against the kids is so hard to. I was like squirming. I was like, oh man.
That was the point, though.
I know it's the point.
That was what it's supposed to
So when you
do.
walk out of this movie, don't expect to feel great, but it is an incredibly important film. It's super important.
Yeah, I actually feel I thought it was pretty inspiring. Just not because he's running around killing people, but because this is a person who kind of found his place in life, because he really was a big-time loser beforehand, and he found something that he really loved, and by the end of the film, he's a completely different guy, allegedly.
He finds his calling.
Yeah, and he turns around and he wants to help people, and he wants to do good. And so I think it's kind of inspiring.
Sum it all up, Clint did an amazing job. You're going to feel the harshness. You're going to feel the brutality. You're going to feel the joylessness of war. With that being said, I'm going to give it 4.5 Persians.
Wow.
You're not giving it 4.5?
No, I'm not. I'm going to give it 4 Aussies, though. But excellent film. Clint Eastwood. This is probably his best movie. This is my favorite Clint Eastwood movie.
More than $1 Million?
Yeah. $1 Million Baby was, again, his movies are so slow. So even when you get to a movie like $1 Million Baby where there's, a great plot
Better
twist.
than Trouble with the Curve?
Oh, my God, that movie was awful.
I know, right?
Jeez. Jeez, terrible. No, this is my favorite Clint Eastwood movie.